Why white men love Trump. I wrote an essay on this topic back in my early years of college, and I thought it would be a perfect time to share. This is just an excerpt. This essay mostly explores the intersectionality of globalization and the rise of equality. So I'm going to jump around to the most important parts. Writing in the Journal of the Washington Post, Jim Tankersley argues that white-collared blue men were abandoned by a rapidly globalizing economy. The growth of globalization in the U.S. economy has led to more opportunities for different races and minorities because they work for lower wages. Thomas Friedman also discusses how globalization impacts people. Everyone in the world is directly or indirectly affected by this new system, but not everyone benefits from it, which is why the more it becomes diffused, the more it also produces a backlash. The globalization movement in our economy caused the white-collared blue men to be backlash, and they resented the minorities and other races brought in for fulfilling their jobs. The next part's about the Industrial Revolution. I kind of compare that to this, but down here, Tankersley further addresses the effects that globalization contributed to their frustration. It devalued the type of work they did best. It shuttered factories and mines and shops in their communities. New industries sprouted in cities where they didn't live, powered by workers with college degrees they didn't have. These effects were the result of globalization and granted equality in America. With more people having the opportunity to go to college and being granted the same job opportunities, the less jobs white people have. Since the best jobs in the working industry were previously run by white men, due to the racism of Americans' history, males, mostly white working men, are being replaced by minorities, immigrants, and other races because there are more of them that are capable to work these jobs and have the opportunity to. Although these effects are in response to the rise of equality, they did impact some negative attitudes, because white men are so used to being in place of superiority that equality feels like oppression. Mostly the white men's attitudes were changed for being burned by globalization, which led to the rise of President Trump. Prior to Trump, a large majority of Americans believed that we had come so far with gaining equality and ending racism. After the fact, people were furious to learn that there are still upper-class white men who would vote for a white racist businessman to be the president. However, when putting your feet in their shoes, it is obvious to see that they are only frustrated with the unexpected jobs they lost and acting on resentment to the people who began to fill their jobs. The white men simply aren't used to being the underdog, and Trump promised them he'd restore their jobs, and they overlook his racist, sexist, and foul comments to get what they wanted. Trump's slogan perfectly represented the white man's feelings, "Make America Great Again," aka MAGA. Contextualizing the slogan with America's history of inequality, one must question, when was America great? Or more importantly, who was America great for? Surely not the colored men who didn't have any rights. To attest America was once great is to either ignore America's racist past of equality or to attest America was better that way.